What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about acceptance. What exactly does it mean to accept, and why do we want to do that? I mean, for many of us, we want to accept a certain situation because it's holding on to the resistance is making us unhappy. So acceptance is some sort of closure that allows us to move on. Now, acceptance doesn't mean that I have to like the shitty situation that I'm in or painful situations in our life. That's not what acceptance means. It doesn't mean that I gotta learn how to like this thing that I don't like, right? And that's, I find a lot of people try to approach it that way, and it doesn't work because it's creating more resistance in yourself, because it's something. It's like looking at something that you don't like and says, I can't convince myself to like this thing that I don't like, or this situation, or this belief I have about myself. So the way to accept things is to change your belief about it. And that doesn't mean lie to yourself. What I mean by that is any situation that happens to you happens for a reason, whether you understand why it's happening or you don't. So you have to recognize that anything that you experience is something that you should experience. And if you have a belief that you shouldn't experience this for some reason, and that it's not necessary or shouldn't have happened, or whatever other sidetracking belief that you have, then this is where the mix-up occurs. And so you believe something shouldn't have happened, or shouldn't have been you, or you didn't need this. And I'm here to tell you that whatever you experience is what you need to experience. And that might not be very helpful if you're in a very painful or very low vibrational state and you're feeling bad about yourself. And so that's not going to make much sense to you. But understand that anything that happens to you is something that you're choosing, whether you're choosing by default or choosing on purpose. And so the contrasting experiences, the so-called mistakes or failures are a necessary part of learning. So you look at any person who succeeded at anything, they have failed many times before they succeeded. So it's not possible to say, look, I want to just succeed without ever failing. I want to just get it right the first time. I want to meet the perfect partner without experiencing what I don't want. And that's sort of the thing that people wrestle with, is they think that the universe should know exactly what I want, and I should never experience anything that's outside of that. And that's just not the way it works. So accepting where you are, or accepting a situation about yourself, is about finding approval for why it's happening. So that doesn't mean that I have to like it. It's just understanding that there's a necessary process. Okay? So oftentimes you will experience things that are sort of hard lessons that you need to have, right? So, for example, you have people who betray you, or people who are not the kind of people that you want to be with, for example. And so you need to experience that in order to know what a good relationship, or what a good friendship, or what a situation that respects your boundaries feels like. And so in order to do that, you have to feel the contrasting experiences. You have to fuck up once in a while to get things right. So recognize that when you fuck up, or when you encounter situations that are not to your liking, you can choose and say, look, this happened, and now I want something different, right? So you can't resist what happened, because it already happened, right? Everything that you're encountering right now, whether you like it or not, is something that's sort of already happened. So if you want something else to happen, you can't focus on what is. You got to focus on where you want to go. But in order to do that, you have to release resistance to what is right now. So hopefully that makes sense. So bottom line is, if you want to accept things, or you want to move to a different outcome or perspective, you have to let go of what is. what is now, or what it is that you don't like about yourself, or what it is that you don't like about a shitty situation that you're in. And you have to find a way to not only appreciate that this experience is helping you grow, but it is a necessary step in order to get to where you want to go. But in order to get to where you want to go, you have to focus on where you want to go rather than why you're stuck here. And so the acceptance is about releasing resistance to the unwanted, so that now you can free up your energy and focus on something that you prefer instead. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, leave some comments below, and thanks for watching.